Aries, there is so many beautiful things coming through. However, right now, whoever this message is for, let me allow you to understand that God's Spirit Universe is bringing through a message that you may feel partially debilitated in your energy right now. There is such a strong focus on the relationship with yourself. Relationships with others are feeling very cut off. The relationship with yourself is feeling very debilitated. The sun is in Libra. Sun, moon, or rising Aries, this is a sign that there is a message here for you today. This is Kee of Soul Tarot. I'm Ellie, and even if you aren't a sun, moon, or rising Aries, there is a message here for you today. Make sure you click the like button, press subscribe, and continue listening. And welcome to the Kee of Soul Family. I'm going to take a main message from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. This was gifted to me by a very special friend. There is something from your past that is coming through about being gifted something from a passed over loved one. Even if you haven't healed from this passed over loved one, or someone who isn't passed and still energetically in the field of this universal earth, they are providing you with a message to listen in very strongly and clearly about the message that I'm just about to flow through in today's energy. I'm Ellie, this is Kee of Soul, and let's get started into the Kee of Soul reading today. We have the Eight of Air, which is a Libra card. It's an air sign. There is some really positive, strong aspects that are happening within our mind, that are happening within the fire signs and the air signs. This coincides the Libra New Moon. We have the Eight of Air, which is a minor arcana. So before I read through the tarot reading and the tarot message of the major arcana, we're first going to look into the card and what it represents. So there's a rejuvenation of balance. There's a rejuvenation of emotional clarification. With Pluto entering into Aquarius, this brings us positive trine aspects of air energy. What we're looking to do is realign those energies. The emotion. Imagine a dolphin swimming through the ocean and it not being with its pod. Those energies can create discomfort and disorientation. However, come the 13th of October, when Pluto turns direct, we will start to feel like we are letting go of the emotions that we haven't been in control of, whether that is the relationship to ourselves or the relationship to other people, whether that be professional, whether that be through education, whether that be personal. There is a discomfort of feeling out of control in our relationships. We are coming into the dark side of the moon in Libra, and this is debilitating. This is completely debilitating. So can I read this message out to you? Please give me the opportunity to do so. The 8 of Air represents the ego, truth, power, responsibility, consequences, cause and effect, lessons learned, and memory. I'm just going to pull a couple of sentences from the 8 of Air. I'm just going to get my microphone here. However, the conflict that arises can be dispelled by doing one of several things. Accept the reality of what you have been focusing on that the door does not open on. By the continued use of self-justification, you could be wanting to hear what other people have to say to make you feel good instead of hearing their truth. Now, the true people who are a part of your life are going to say things that don't feel comfortable. You are wanting to be in the limelight, being an Aries, about the self, being illuminated by the sun, which is usually quite strong through the energy of Leo, having that pride and ego, and we all have it. However, this can make us feel very uncomfortable when the sun is in when the sun is in Libra. This can make a very challenging opposition. The self-justification and realization increases our self-esteem. When we release our ego, we increase our self-esteem. Don't worry about losing face by admitting to humanity or our own humility. Therefore, accept that maybe you don't know as much as you think you do. So there are going to be very challenging aspects of Chiron, which is the wounded healer, which circulates through Aries. It's currently at an anaretic degree, which its meaning is we usually don't have this opportunity. This is maybe one, maybe 2 times in our lifetime we get the opportunity to face the dark side of our moon. The dark side of our moon. Oh my God, and look at what shirt I'm wearing today. All right. There could be dreams coming up where you wake up and jolt. You could be very strongly hearing ancestral messages coming through of relationships from a passed over loved one. And the reason why I connect to that energy on an astrological level without reading the tarot cards is not only is the sun currently in Libra, which is opposing Aries between the 1st and 7th house, we also have Scorpio. We are also in the Scorpio energy of Mars and Mercury, which is the messenger of the underworld. And when we have these energies so strong that are so rare from the messenger of Mercury in Gemini of the underworld, it can be very confronting that we misinterpret the messages that are coming through. They're not subconscious. They are flowed energies of air. Imagine water running down waterfall. That water connects with the energy of the air. It rushes down with the, what's the word? It rushes down with disability or disabling energy of the frequency of, I can't think of the word, gravity. Gravity, when water hits a waterfall, it has the gravity of air, and it has no control of that flow of energy. And this is really, really important for whoever this message is for. This is really important that if you are a fire sign of Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising, and when your sign of energy is in, when Mars, that rules the planet of Aries, is in a water sign, we have messages of the underworld coming through. It's like a waterfall flowing up backwards. I know that seems really strange, but whoever this message is for, you're going to understand this energy. Let's move forward. I'm going to leave that card there. We're going to get some more astrological insight. Again, if you've come this far into the reading, make sure to like, share, subscribe. If you don't know whether you're a sun, moon or rising, or don't understand where Chiron, the wounded healer, is in your chart, your natal chart, that explains so much more information about you as an individual, click the link astroseek.com, go and get a free natal chart, leave a comment in the messages and let me understand how you're resonating with this. Now, if you aren't feeling this right now, or you have in the past, present or future, come back and leave a comment. Make sure to also connect with your sun, moon or rising. Okay, so there's a little bit more information down in the description box. Make sure to hit that like button and let's connect with a little more energy. Leo, the extrovert. You could be connected with a Leo right now. The sun. Guys, I have just said all this. If you're resonating with this, let me know. I have just mentioned, so the sun is the ruler of Leo. The reason why you're healing with whatever's coming up in your life right now that has to do with the dark aspect of yourself, it connects with the sun and Leo. It's connecting with the sun and Leo. It's illuminating the dark aspects and the ego self.
Your fridge says
the ego self.
Right now, yours says unprepared for the judgment.
This is a confirmation that everything I have just been speaking about is actually happening. It's current energy. Even though this reading is timeless, these energies are going to come through for the right person at exactly the right time. Saturn, oh, excuse me, releasing energies of Saturn. So Saturn is an in conjunction, what we call in astrology an in conjunction to Venus right now. So you could be feeling out of shape, out of balance. There are so many different things that are coinciding this energy right now. Saturn, Leo, and the Sun. Grandfather time. So there could be a male figure that is coming through and bringing some form of illumination, a passed over loved one that is allowing you to release the ego. A male king figure. Oh, wow. Releasing the sun, releasing the ego. Did you see that card drop? That is releasing that ego. That is a confirmation. Saturn and Leo do not get along. There is something very strong coming through here. Alright, let's get a little bit more information on this. Let's get an angel number. Let's bring through some numbers. Definitely focusing on the heart chakra. The heart chakra is strong. One, 5, 1, 5. Your inner wisdom is your greatest power. Listen to your inner voice and guidance. 6, 6, 12. Something's happening in December. Something is going to culminate in December. Something from 6 months ago. So the 6th month of year, which was March, I've said March for some reason. That's going to resonate with someone. So the Libra and Aries Full Moon, New Moon, what we're looking at is 6 to 12 month processes of healing. So we've got the 5th month, the 1st month, which is May, January. So you could be connected to someone or something that has happened back in January, in May. Adding the 1-5 makes a 6, which makes June, and a 6-6, which is 12, which makes December. When I'm recording this video, we are also in the 10-10 portal. So the 5 and the 5 represents a 10, which is October's energy, which is Scorpio's energy. And then we are also looking at a 1-1. So a 1-1 also represents January and Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is the 11th month, between the 10th and the 11th month and the 12th month. So something between January, March, June, May, November, October, and December. So whatever's coming up in your life now, it's refocusing on those energies. You're either releasing or coming into a place where you need to release those energies. You don't need to, you always have free will. However, there is something coinciding this energy. 9. 8s and 9s. Fulfill your purpose. Are you truly living your purpose? Have you fulfilled your purpose? Some of you could be coming in to a Saturn return. 8, 9, 18. We just came out of the Virgo eclipse, and that energy is still going to be very active over the next 6 months. Job, routine, health, whoa, I'm going to get that card. So this card is the soulmate card. So this coincides the energy of a soulmate. Are you releasing the soulmate because they no longer serve your energy? Or is what you have learned from the karmic energy of the soulmate, is it going to allow you to step up and be with a new soulmate? For those of you who are single, and for those of you that are bringing the light or the ending to a past relationship or a new relationship coming in. Soulmate, the number 4, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of new realities to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Now, the reason why we energetically connect to past souls or past lives, even if it's in this life that is coming from a past life, what it allows us to understand is that intraconnection, that intra-soul connection, which connects to our DNA. This could be a passed over loved one. I'm more feeling like it's a male energy, a dominant male energy of an Aries focus. So even if you're listening to this and you are not an Aries sun, moon or rising, or have strong Aries placement, the person that is connecting in this message, trying to give you some form of message, is an Aries. Sometimes we have soulmates. Sometimes we have soulmates who are not karmically integrating our energy through a personal relationship. Sometimes these soulmates are therapists. Sometimes these soulmates are animals, children, siblings. So be very open and connected with the energy that is coming through. If this doesn't resonate with you and you're this far into the reading, be open-minded. Be very open-minded to the energy that is coming through. It's a Libra New Moon. Just because you're not an Aries doesn't mean there isn't a message here for you. You wouldn't be here this far into the reading if it wasn't. So we've got magic. So magic and soulmate. So the magic card is 31, which is also a 4. And then we've got the soulmate card, which is also a 4, which connects to the number 8. So the magic card represents the frequency of magic, supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move towards possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief to their manifestation. Soulmate and magic, alchemy, alchemizing that energy. We have to be anyone who understands astrology, an anaretic degree, meaning that it's coming to the ending. We have Venus coming to the ending, which means that some of us could be going through an ending of a soulmate connection. A karmic debt, which is the 8th house, which is also connected to Taurus and Libra. Libra could be bringing an ending to a soulmate connection because it no longer serves you. If you have fulfilled your prophecy or your connection in this relationship, it is no longer serving you. And God's Spirit Universe is allowing you to understand with this message that is coming through, that is being downloaded through this tarot reading, there is some form of release. Yeah, I just decided to split the deck. 4s again and 3s. So we've got spiritual awakening and love connection. Spiritual awakening and love connection. Love surrounds you. I feel like that is a male passed over loved one. Open your heart to give and receive love abundantly in your future. So I feel like the love you feel like you've been getting from your past relationship or the ending of this relationship is not what true love is. It's a karmic connection. It has caused debilitation in your connection, and it's time to release. It's time to build that relationship coinciding the Aries Full Moon, which is self, and the Libra New Moon, which is relationships to others. There is some form of karmic connection that is saying there is a release of energy. Even if you decide to continue this partnership, whether it be private, professional, or platonic, sibling, whatever relationship connects to this reading, what has been the connection to the relationship in the past is no longer going to serve the future. Even if the relationship still exists and continues on a fresh new surface, what has been happening can no longer continue. Whatever was happening with money in the past relationship or creativity, however you creatively traveled or creatively used your money connected in the relationship, that can no longer continue. It's not that the relationship can no longer continue, but the dynamics of the relationship will no longer continue. And whether you like that or not, whether you accept that or not, whether the ego accepts that or not, this is what's happening. There is going to be some form of new collaboration. And whether that is a collaboration with yourself or with others, or how you were recognized, even that connection with how you connect with your wounds, or your healing of childhood trauma or past relationships of not feeling good enough, you don't, this is for people very specific right now. However, because this is an Aries Sun, Moon or Rising reading, with the Sun and Moon completely opposing your energy, you're feeling like giving up. You don't feel attractive. You don't feel like you're in control. You don't feel like someone is hearing what you say. Anything you say right now could just be completely ignored, or feeling like there is a door being closed in your face. I would highly recommend you go back and actually listen to this reading, or listen to the connecting reading of Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra. I would even throw in Pisces there, to be honest. Pisces, Virgo, Libra, whatever this is connecting you with, these are coming through. Pisces, Virgo, Libra, Aries. I would highly recommend, due to the aspects of the connecting energy through this tarot reading, there is something really strong going on here. Alright, let's get some Naked Truth. This is the Naked Truth Tarot. Oracle. Let's just get, I'm feeling really strong energy on relationships here. So we're just going to get some further energy on that. Alright. Whether this is a passed over loved one, an ex, a former relationship, or someone in your future, we've got, I dream about you constantly. I dream about you constantly. Maybe you're dreaming about someone else. I feel like you could be possibly dreaming about an ex-partner. You're dreaming about an ex-partner that you may have felt debilitated in some form of relationship with. Even if this partner has caused you some form of stress, negativity, trauma, you are dreaming about them. I dream about you constantly, whether you, this, or the opposing person. I hate that I have to wake up because it's so beautiful in the 5D. That's what the card says, but let me assure you that the dream world is actually the 4D. However, take what resonates. I dream about you constantly. Whether that's in this waking life or in a transitional dream state, there is some form of a passed over loved one or a past relationship that you're dreaming of. Whether that be with family, friends, siblings, there is some form of your dream state with very strong Scorpio energy at this time. It is coming through really strong. That's all I have for today's reading. Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. I'm Ellie. This is Kee of Soul. Click on the other links in the description box. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye.